Hi everyone, it's Meredith with Soul Navigation, and I'm so excited to talk to you truthfully and deeply about the Libra Moon. There's tons of great information on my channel. You can just go watch my whole entire playlist. Today I'm specifically talking about the Libra Moon, but if you have Libra rising, or if your sun is in the 7th house, or if you are a Libra zodiac sun sign, or if you've got Venus in Libra, maybe even Mars in Libra, you're going to really be able to relate to this Libra moon sign video. I can't wait to tell you everything that is important and pertinent to understand the depth of this moon sign. I'm going to give you a lot of secrets, and I want you to stay to the end, because at the very end, I'm going to tell you if you do have a lot of Libra energy in your chart, the one thing you must do to be able to understand if your Libra parts of you can actually truly live in harmony or not. Also, this video is for everybody because we all have Libra somewhere in our chart. And wherever you have Libra in your chart, even if you don't have planets in Libra, you do have a house that has Libra energy in it. And that house is going to need these fundamental, essential things. So the moon shows me the deepest parts of you, sort of the subconscious that is brewing underneath the surface. It's not what I look like, but it's how I probably feel to you. And it's how I relate to my own feelings, my own moods, my own emotions. And Libra has some incredible qualities to it, but it also has some secret struggles, and I'll tell you about that. But I do invite you after this video to go watch my entire Libra playlist. It's really good. I'm proud of that playlist. A Libra moon needs harmony at all costs, and they need harmony when it comes to their relationships, their body, their relationship to self. They want harmonious smells, harmonious environments, tastes that go well together. They like pairings. They like matching things. They have enormous creative and elegant aesthetic taste. And so they like harmony in the way they dress. They like harmony with colors. They like harmony with sound. So I would say the Libra moon really strives for this internal and external harmonious world. Now, can you imagine in today's world how much a Libra moon suffers? Because everything is erratic, sporadic, and chaotic and kind of barbed. And so a Libra moon right now is kind of suffering with the world at large. Getting to a peaceful place is their primary goal. This is the misnomer, and this is what I see on a lot of channels. People are like, oh, the sign of balance, and these are the most balanced people in the zodiac. That's not really true. I do know that there are balanced Libras, but that's not the truth. The truth is they're seeking balance. The truth is not that they are balanced. Now, if they are over 50 years old, they probably have reached an element finally of balance, but it's not guaranteed. This is something that they strive for. Libras really cannot understand themselves when they are not in relationship to something other than self. Now, this doesn't always have to be a relationship with a person. This could be a relationship with an energy. So, for example, if I go to a football game, I learn very quickly who I am not at this football game, because it's hard for me to find myself, my energy, my emotions, my feelings there. So Libra moons learn a lot through, like all the air signs, Aquarius and Gemini, through contrast learning. So when the Libra moon person goes to the football game and they just can't relate at all, they learn everything that they are not by seeing how they are separate from everybody in the stadium. Now, let's say you're a football fanatic and you go to the football game. Well, then you learn everything you are because you relate to everyone there. So Libra has this deep internal quality. I think Libra has the highest, maybe it's tied with Cancer and Scorpio, but I think that they have one of the highest EQs of the whole zodiac. And there's lots of reasons why. And if you really want to understand the EQ of the Libra, you have to watch my Libra rising video, because I go really, really deep into why did these people develop this emotional intelligence to such a high degree. In a nutshell, I'll just tell you that they learned how to blend intuition with high reasoning or intelligence. They're sort of intellectual and intuitive, and it allows them to read people very astutely. A Libra moon is extraordinarily intuitive, but it is steeped like a hot tea in strategic thinking. High Libra energy or high seventh house energy, and when I say high, I mean if you have 3 or more planets in the seventh house, has this ability to strategize for emotion, analyze emotions, predict emotional outcomes, and they are absolutely amazing inside partnerships because they can read the needs, much like a Cancer. They can read the needs of their partner before their partner even knows what their needs are. The next thing I would say about Libra is their ability to see both sides of an equation. I say that they can see all sides of a cube, the top, the bottom, all 4 sides. This is where they developed their primary gift. And their primary gift, remember, everything needs to be seen through the lens or through the desire of having harmony. Attaining harmony is the reason why they are good at seeing both sides of an equation, because they want to find the compromise. They want to find the common ground. They will become in this lifetime a bridge, and they will be the archetype of the mediator, the diplomat, the moderator, or the bridge. So you will find that Libra moons and people with high Libra energy, a lot of Libra energy, play these roles in their lifetime. They stand in between 2 opposing teams, 2 opposing energies, 2 energies. That could be a divorced mom and dad. That can be an ex-husband, and they work or operate as a moderator or mediator between 2 opposing worlds, trying to create the peace. And Libra moons oftentimes have a deep elegance about them, about their words, about their thoughts, about their dress, about their homes, about their styles, their cars. They just have a grace, an elegance, a high aesthetic taste, if you will. I think they learned the art of grace because they had to become the great negotiator in their life, or the great mediator, or the great diplomat, moderator, trying to connect these opposing forces and bring them together so we can all be happy. What happens when that goes wrong? Well, it's actually quite traumatizing. Libra doesn't always know what it feels. So out of the 3 moon signs that are air quality, the Libra moon sign, I believe, is by far the easiest. I also want to say this is one of my very favorite moon sign placements, and I'm going to tell you why at the end. It's my secret, and we'll get to it. So stick with me. Libras, like the other moon signs, can detach from their own opinion and their own emotion. They can rise above their own feelings, and they can look down and they can see what these people are feeling and these people are feeling. And these people could be in opposite positions. And the Libra moon can want to please both sides. The Libra moon merges over here and tries on the emotion of this person and completely understands and has empathy and gets it, and then goes and talks to this person, and they completely see that side of the equation. They completely understand it. They completely merge with it. They agree with it. Then this person is mad at them for merging with them. So they go back over here and they console this person. I'm not really merging with this person. I really do get what you're feeling. Then this person is mad at them. So they go back over here and they're the great negotiator, right? But oftentimes they get trapped in this duel, if you will. The Libra moon person shuts down, or just Libra in general shuts down their own emotions, but stays awake and alive inside the other people's mission. And so they end up doing the hopes, the goals, the dreams, and the wishes and the requests of this person, And then they also end up doing the hopes, the dreams, the goals, the wishes, and the requests of this person. So they become this massive people pleaser. And at the same time, they become absolutely frozen in their own feelings. And sometimes they don't even know what it is they feel. Sometimes they literally have been doing everybody else's emotions with them, nurturing them, strategizing, discussing, analyzing, talking, communicating, exploring your emotions and your emotions and your emotions and your emotions, that their emotions got completely repressed, cut off, detached, swimming out there in the ether zone somewhere. But they certainly are frozen with not knowing what it is they genuinely feel. And when Libra does that over and over and over, what happens is they get accolades and they get appreciation and they become valuable to this person and all those other people that they are merging with and analyzing their emotions with and doing the other person's emotion with, while they neglect or just are not in touch with their own feelings. Their emotions, ironically, get steamrolled, get trampled upon, because these people in their life are used to them sort of caving to whatever everybody else wants. Libra is the opposite of Aries. So I want you to think about that, okay? So just imagine the complete opposite of Aries energy. The sad part is that an underdeveloped or a not so confident Libra Moon person will really bury their own needs in order to just keep peace with everybody else, and will just constantly give themselves away. And they may not even want to put their feelings out there, especially if they feel that if they talk about their preference or their desire or their wants or their wishes, and if it will create discord for this person or this person, if it will create conflict, or if they'll be challenged, or if they have to amplify in a way that they don't want to, that just is anything other than harmonious, then they won't even say what their feelings are. And they will bury them. And they will bury them and bury them and bury them and bury them until their emotions, their preferences, and their feelings can't even be found. It's too uncomfortable. It's like eating a pine cone for dinner. It just is so damn uncomfortable that I don't even want to have this conversation. I don't even want to reveal what my preference or what my idea or what my feelings are, because I don't want to deal with all the conflict, and I don't even want to challenge, and I don't want a rift between me and you, and I don't want a rift between you and them. Libra moons and Libra sun signs and a lot of Libra energy can sell out their own feelings in order to keep the peace. If you are a Libra moon, tell me if you understand this. Tell me if you get it. At the very worst, Libra moons will literally run away from conflict. So if you're dating someone and they have a lot of Libra in their chart, or they're a Libra moon, you might just be being your own personality. You might not even know that you're creating conflict for them, which just means you're making them feel uncomfortable. And you might be just being too loud, too pushy, wanting your way, too harsh. You might not be as tactful or as graceful as they need, that they just shut down. And that, if a Libra has ghosted you, honestly, they probably feel uncomfortable revealing something to you because they know it's going to create massive chaos for them to deal with, and it's too uncomfortable. So Libra is a good ghoster. I would say Gemini and Aquarius are better, but Libra is very guilty of doing that because it's just too uncomfortable to be in the challenging emotions, especially if Libra moon feels that they can't win, or they won't be respected, or they won't get their voice out there, or they won't make a difference. Then they won't even try. They'll just run away because they don't want to take on the sweat equity, the emotional sweat equity, and the challenge that taking you on is going to require of them if there's no possibility for harmony, peace, love, or joy. And so if it's going to be joyless and uncomfortable, Libra will just check out. And Libra can. Libra is capable of it. But this is also ironically how Libra creates codependency. And they can get very codependent in their relationships because they love you and you love you, so everybody's loving you. And that's Libra moon, and so they can create codependency, but they can also become highly codependent on others, where they have done your moods and your emotions and your needs and your wants and your desires for so long that now they don't even know what theirs are. They don't even know what their needs are. It's sad when you meet a Libra who's done that to themselves. Then they just can't leave, because now they have the conflict of having to go look deep inside of themselves and unravel their ball of yarn, to take a deep personal emotional inventory around emotions that they have neglected their whole relationship with you. And they might not want to look in all of those crevices and dark places. Libras can go very, very deep. They're brilliant analyzers, brilliant emotional strategizers. They are masterful with people. They can be manipulators, but they can also they truly understand the art of the dance. And Libra moons especially can get into your dance, and they can get in so well that you just feel so fulfilled by your Libra or Libra moon person, that they understand this beautiful type of merge. And so they develop these incredible abilities and gifts and strengths and virtues around understanding the needs of other people. And what is the goal of that? To create peace and harmony in their own lives and in your relationship. That's the goal. Libras are interesting because they oftentimes play the role of the mirror. So they just reflect yourself back to you. Again, what's very difficult, and especially if you're a young Libra, and by the way, leave me a comment, please leave me a comment below and let me know how old you are. And are you still guilty of doing that? Accommodating the other people's needs, especially being the bridge between two worlds, making all people happy. Are you still trapped in that role? And how old are you? Because I think it takes a little bit of time and seasoning and wisdom to really be able to discover what you're feeling are, and to have the courage to reveal them and put them out there, and to have the willingness to be uncomfortable. And that's what Libra really needs. They need to have the guts and the courage to just get uncomfortable. If they don't, here's the deal, Libra moon, Libra rising, if you're not willing to get uncomfortable, you will never take the emotional risks that you need to state your own preferences. And then you will end up with a life and an identity and a heart so eroded that you will literally compromise your entire life away by people pleasing, to not rock the boat, to create peace. But peace will cost you. You know it's going to cost you? Keeping the peace will ultimately cost you everything. And it will create such tremendous dissatisfaction inside of yourself, because you never really got to have it your way. You never really got to reveal yourself unless you find the guts and the courage to speak your feelings. Why do people trample over you? Why do people not listen to your preferences, or not really listen to your preferences? Why do other people just kind of steamroll right over you? Why can other people manipulate you and guilt you? Do you want to know why? Yeah, you could say because I'm a really nice person. No. You could say because, I'm good like that. I just have a good heart. I have a golden heart. I'm kind. I'm thoughtful. No, it's because you let them. You let them. Because it's easier than not letting them. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. That's a little bit painful, isn't it? I'll tell you, I love Libra moons. I love Libra moons. Libra moons probably come from a mom that invested in them, invested in how they spoke, the tone in which they spoke, if they had grace or elegance or dignity. Their mothers probably taught them the art of refinement, probably a little bit of class, or their fathers. Their fathers can be quite elegant too. Leonardo DiCaprio has a Libra moon, and he is just, I saw an interview with him when he was 8 years old, and he was just the epitome of refinement. He was really cute. Bruce Springsteen is a Libra moon. I think he has a positive relationship to his mama. Kate Winslet, that's another one. She's just so impeccably well-mannered. And I think she has a deep connection to her family. So Libra moons, oftentimes, it depends where Libra is in your chart. If you have a Libra moon, and if it's in harmony to your sun or your rising or both, you probably had a mother or your primary love relationship probably invested in you in the arts, probably made you get dressed up and took you to the Nutcracker or something like that, or took you to see a play or a Broadway show or the symphony or music or painting or an art gallery. So you could have been immersed into the arts. You definitely were immersed into strategy and strategic feelings and emotional management. Libra moons don't like it when you see them cry or sweat. They don't cry easily. They have a very intellectual ability to reason their emotions. Libra moons will also sort of pick the emotion on a shelf like a good book on, which emotion is it appropriate for me to be right now in this scenario? You're not going to laugh at a funeral, right? You might cry at a wedding, but you're not going to laugh at a funeral. Libra moon just won't do that. They're going to pick the emotion that brings a sense of refinement, that brings comfort, that brings harmony, that brings balance to the situation. Now, sometimes I want to tell you, the Libra moon, while I think it is a phenomenal moon to have, it is hands down one of my favorites. I love the Cancer moon, I love the Taurus moon, and I probably love the Libra moon third best out of the whole zodiac. That's just my opinion. That's what I have experienced in my life. And when it's high functioning, it's genius. I mean, you don't get a better, smarter people person than a Libra moon person who's healthy. Now, if they're unhealthy, it is so dysfunctional, it's horrible. But when it's healthy, this can be a genius moon sign in the sense of understanding the complexities and the dynamic of situations. A Libra moon person who's healthy can understand and have compassion for the person who wants to choose their own death, Dr. Kevorkian. The Libra moon person can look at the prostitute and understand why she's choosing prostitution for a living. The Libra moon person, and also at the same time not condone it. The Libra moon person can understand why the transgender person wants to undergo that transformation. And while they might not want that for themselves, they can stand in the blessing of it. The Libra moon person can understand the crime of passion that was committed. Again, not condoning it necessarily, but they can understand both the murderer and the victim's perspectives. And that's what makes the Libra moon person so unique. All the air sign moons have an ability to intellectualize emotions. Where the Libra moon is a little bit different is they can intellectualize the emotion, but also not lose the compassion, sympathy, and empathy for the other person. The Aquarian moon and the Gemini moon can kind of just cut off the compassion and the empathy parts. Now, here's my secret. What you need to do to understand your Libra moon is you've got to go look at the moon's relationship to Venus. So if you are a Libra moon, or wherever you have Libra in your chart, let's just say you have it in the 6th house, but you don't have any planets, you've got to go look at what Venus is doing in the chart. Now, if Venus is in positive aspect to your sun, your rising, or your moon sign, or if Venus is in positive aspect to Libra, wherever Libra is in your chart, if it's in positive aspect to your Libra house, basically if it gets along with Libra, and that's going to be other air signs and fire signs. You've got to go look at your Venus and tell me if your Venus is in harmony to your Libra in your chart. And if Venus is, you're very blessed because now you have all of the exalted gifts of Venus running your moon running your emotions. So let me give you a couple examples. If you've got a moon in Libra, but you have a Venus in Aries, that is so difficult. And that is the only fire sign that doesn't truly understand Libra because they're opposites. The Libra moon with the Aries Venus is going to be in deep internal conflict within themselves. But if you've got a Libra moon and you have your Venus in Sagittarius, well, those two planets and the dispositor, Venus and Sag, knows how to dance with the Libra moon, so they get along. And you know, air makes fire bigger. So you get a bigger Libra moon with Sagittarius and also with Leo, but not with Aries. So I want you to look at where Venus is in your chart, and I want you to leave me a note. By the way, if you're a superstar, super supporter, I will answer all your questions on my videos, and that's the benefit that you get. And if you're a super supporter, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I try to answer as many questions as I can. And you guys, if you aren't a super supporter yet or a superstar super supporter, please come join my community. You join through YouTube, but you get your perks and benefits through Soul Navigation. And if you're a superstar super supporter, I'm so excited because I will soon be announcing my master classes that you get to take for free. So you get to learn with me, and I'll be sending that out soon. So I'm so excited. Also, you guys know that if you are a superstar super supporter or a super supporter, you get discounted readings from anybody on Team Soul Navigation other than me. You have to take advantage of your discounted readings for all the members. It's so exciting. And then you can learn about your Venus placement with the moon and etc. What I want you to do is I want you to know Libra moons and Libra. I could talk about this subject for so long, and I barely even touched upon it, but watch my other Libra videos and just know that you have this massive skill and this massive gift and this massive strength, but don't use it against you. Make sure that you are in touch with your needs, with your wants, with your wishes. Find the courage and the guts to take the risk to reveal them and let the chips fall where they may. And whatever you do, do not feel guilty, do not feel bad if you don't meet the needs of other people. Not everybody's gonna like you. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Not everybody is going to find you interesting or beautiful or elegant or refined or graceful or tactful or diplomatic. It doesn't matter. I just want you to know it's okay. In order for you to live a fulfilling life, you absolutely need to get in touch with your heart and your feelings. Don't cut them off just to benefit other people, just to keep the peace. Step into them, lean into them, and put them out there. And be around people that can truly support you. That's what Libra moons and Libras most need. Be around people that honor your feelings. So my secret tip was my Venus tip. And I want you to leave me a comment and let me know what kind of dance is Venus doing in your chart. Maybe it makes no aspect to the Libra moon. And if it doesn't, well, then there's a little bit of a disconnect inside of you, reaching the Venetian qualities of beauty, peace, love, harmony, diplomacy, strategy. Those are a little harder for you to access. That's okay. That's okay. It just means you need to put a little more pressure on the gas pedal to make it go. That's all that means. And if you have Venus rising, let's say you have Venus on your ascendant and you are a Libra moon, well, that Venus is so important in your chart. It kind of means harmony and beauty at all costs. But I want to know if you can relate to this. And did you grow up with an appreciation for the arts or for beauty? That's what I would love to know. Also, if you need to know where your placements are, I'm hoping you're going over to soulnavigation.com and ordering from my shop tab your gorgeous natal chart. I designed them myself. They are so beautiful. I show you where your part of fortune is, where your Lilith is, where all your asteroids are, so you can learn about all of your placements. And if you haven't gotten the starter package yet, please do get your deep dive natal report. There's all kinds of charts there and reports. You'll see we have some gorgeous art charts now that make incredible gifts if you want to give a gift away. And I also really recommend for your birthday, you get the solar return chart and report. It is just incredible because it will show you your chart, and it changes every year, and it will show you how your whole entire year will play out. It is so, so good. And the report is super long. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and I'm just wishing you the very best out there in the world. And I would love for you to like, subscribe, and comment below, and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I try my hardest. I wish I had more time. I wish I could do better, but just know my whole heart is with you here at Soul Navigation.